Hey guys, this is going to be my review of the Dayan Guhong version 2. So I got this cube from Cube Depot and it costed $12.75 as a DIY. You can get it for $13.50 assembled. So the stickers that come with this cube are the standard large stickers that come with the Dayan cubes. The small ones come with the Lingyan and Lenhoi. The big ones come with the Guhongs and Zanchis. So the size of this cube, I'll compare it to my Guhong. It's exactly the same. And compared to a Zanchi, this is exactly the same. The weight of this cube, I'm not really sure how heavy it is, but it's definitely heavier than a Zanchi. With its torpedoes in, both have torpedoes, and it's a little bit heavier. Okay, so the things that I did to this cube is as soon as I got it as a DIY kit, I started to assemble it. I lubricated the screws and the springs with Lubix, and lubed it in a couple spots with Lubix. So, yeah. I haven't done any mods to this cube, but I think I'm going to do the 48-point edge mod to it soon. And I haven't done any other mods because there's really no other mods necessary. I mean, the 48-point edge mod isn't even necessary itself. Here I'll just get into corner cutting. It can cut right about 45, or almost 45 actually. Cut that. So that's like 45. And reverse corner cutting. It's almost a full piece, or almost the full center, which is pretty good. And so for turning of this cube, as Isavire said in his video, this cube is amazingly smooth. It's as smooth as a ghost hand. It just has no bumpy feeling. Like, the only feeling that you can actually get from this cube is like the pieces going over each other, and I mean that's smooth itself. Like you can kind of feel like the corners going over the edges, but you can't really feel that while doing a speed solve. So I guess we'll just go over some of the pieces, because there are some differences, and some people haven't noticed them in their reviews, and I feel like I may be obligated to show them. So I'll be comparing the pieces to my original Guhong version 1 and the new Guhong. Okay, this cube's really hard to take apart because it's so tight. Okay, so here are all the pieces. Now I'm gonna use my box cutter to get open these corners to show you what they look like. Okay. Almost got this one open. This is pretty hard. Okay, got it. Okay, here I'll take this Guhong's ones out, and I'm gonna leave this one alone for right now. So as you can see, as in this Guhong, it has these little prongs, these little three prong parts, and they just fit into a hole right there. You can't really see this because this camera has no good definition at all, and they just fit together. And there's 5 pieces, and you can make cool things and have it like that, and that's kind of cool. But with these, you can't do that because there's only 3 parts. Well, actually, you still could do it, but why would you want to do that? There's only 3 pieces because they took out that design, and it's like the Zanchi design now. So that's one thing that CamCuber left out in his video, and I just would like to take notice of it. Okay, so here I'll show the edges because there is some things that is different. So I haven't modified this cube as I've said before, but I have modified this one. So this has no need for 48-point edge mod because they went through their molds and then they scraped off that little piece of plastic. And then here, although I've modified it, there is plastic flash there, and you have to modify it to make this cube smooth. But yeah, as I said before, there's no need for the 48-point edge mod because it is smooth and it doesn't have any clicks or anything. And this comes with torpedoes, and then the version 1 doesn't. Oops, dropped my piece. Okay, so here's where all three cubes come into play. So the centerpieces, they changed them from the version 1 to the version 2. Now they have a different centerpiece design that allows it for the cube to not have the centerpieces pop out, which is very good. So they don't pop out at all. Now I'll show you these. So the cores from the Guhong version 2 and the Guhong version 1, the new one, is that this is like creamy, or this is like see-through, and then this is like yellow almost. And then the original Guhong, it has almost the same looking core. It's almost the same. This is almost a little bit, this is like a little bit greenier than this one. And it's not to be confused with grainier. It's a little bit greeny. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just a little bit greenier. This has the same hardware as this. The centerpiece themselves are the same. I'm fairly sure. But they may have had to change them for this center caps. But the hardware from these two cubes are different because they're different. That's kind of funny. They're different because they're different. I'll have to assemble this cube off screen because it's pretty hard to assemble. Oh, get in it. Oh. Okay, yeah. This cube's pretty easy to assemble. I cannot speak today. Sorry, guys, but it's just I cannot speak. I can speak the English. Okay, so this cube is assembled now. I forgot to mention in the pieces is that there's spacing between all of these pieces. There's a little space in between them, and it's kind of minute, but you don't really notice it while solving the cube. So I'm going to compare the turning to the version 1. I'm going to compare it to the new one first. Now, this cube has been heavily modified. I've done like the Eyes of Fire, whatever, Godly Guhong mod, and it still isn't smooth. It's not completely smooth as this cube is. It's completely smooth. This one, there's still a little bit of a bump. You can definitely feel it, but this cube, no bump at all. This turns a lot better, in my opinion. It's faster. It's easier to turn. This one, there's a little bit more resistance. I don't know how to explain, but there's just a little bit more resistance. Corner cutting on this one, it's about the same. Everything's the same because, well, it's almost the same cube. Okay, so here now I'm gonna compare it to the Zhanchi. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna compare it to the old Guhong. So, as some people may not know, this cube, there was really no need for the 48-point edge mod. Like, the plastic, it's just, I don't know, they use the same molds, but this cube, out of the box, it's completely smooth. You can look at my review of this cube from, like, a year and a half ago, and you can see that it's completely smooth. There's no need for the 48-point edge mod. And, yeah, it's just completely smooth. And I would say that this cube is, like, as close as you're gonna get to this cube. And this cube, if you've ever tried an original Guhong, it has the black screws, it has a shorter knob on here than the new ones. It's definitely an amazing cube. I know CamCuber has one, possibly two. I have two right now, but I'm going to be shipping one off to Exotia in yeah, he's gonna really enjoy that cube. But definitely, this is the closest cube as you're gonna get to a really fantastic cube. And finally here, oh no, not finally, comparing it to the Zhanchi. So the Zhanchi, corner cut's better, reverse corner cut's better, turns faster, and almost has a freer feeling. It's just, it has like a better, like, or it's just more stable. No, it's not more stable. This is more stable because it's a little bit slower turning, and it's what I kind of like. It's a little bit slow over a cube because you don't need something so fast like this cube. I mean, this is so fast that I use it for my one-hand solves because it's just fluid. Like, you can see, yeah, you can see that I'm totally messing up. Oh, whatever. You probably don't want to see this. And you probably didn't want to see that pop either. Yeah, it popped. Yeah, I don't know. The Zhanchi, it's just a little bit faster, but I feel like I've burned through one of these already, and once they get to the point where they're gonna die, they are just bad. They're slow. They don't cut corners. They're if you know what I'm talking about, I know Christopher U. Olsen knows what I'm talking about. They just get bad. I'll get that piece later if you're wondering. So yeah, this one I really don't know. I've had it for about 2.5 weeks. I can't feel any like slowing down or anything so far. And so finally, I'm gonna compare it to the Lubix Guhong version 2. I got this cube a day or two afterwards of this cube. Now the difference between these two cubes is that this one comes pre-modified and pre-lubricated, and this one doesn't. This one, Lubix, they modify them, assemble them, and lubricate them the professional way. And as you can see, well, you can't see it, but I have spaces on most of my cubies. This, because they use a little tool to put the pieces together, there's no space. And I don't know how they did it, but it's just like really nice that there's no space on this cube. And yeah, there's space on this cube, but I mean, I can't really do too much about it. My friend got one of these, and he's asking me how to do it, and I just don't know how. Like, I would probably have to take like a Dremel or something to it to just shave off a little piece of plastic in there to like make it fit properly. So yeah, now feeling of this cube, it feels just a little bit freer. Like, since they did the 48-point edge mod, there's just that less plastic in the track around this cube, and so you have a little bit smoother of a turning. Like, it's just smoother, it's a little bit softer of a turning, because the plastic where the cube has been modded is a little bit softer from the Dremel or scrape blade or whatever that they used. And I just like the turning better on this cube. But performance is exactly the same. Well, maybe a little bit better, because this has been tensioned better and this one really hasn't been tensioned that great. I'll probably get around to tensioning it a little bit better in like tomorrow or when I modify it. Okay, sorry for that. My dad decided to come into the room and make a noise. So, I don't know. I just like this cube a little bit more because it's a little bit better in my opinion. It's just, I feel that it has more things that I like. And it's just a little bit faster. And it's just, I don't know, just doesn't lock up as much. And this one, it just locks up a little bit more, and I don't know. If you want to get this cube, as I said before, it's $12.75 as a DIY kit and $13.50 as assembled. This one, it's like 21 bucks at Lubix. It's very expensive. If you have the money for it, I would definitely recommend buying it because you're going to get a little bit more performance. It's professionally lubricated. It's got all the things that you would ever want in a speed cube, and yeah, bye.